lessons involved, contracts. Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MD. This is a love reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart or in your environment. All of my returners, I appreciate your continued support. Thank you for what you show me, the channel, and each other. All of the newcomers, welcome into our discussion room. Check out the description box, a lot of information there about me, this channel, products and services. If you want, there's a link to my Etsy store for all of your booking and purchasing. We have a link to the Patreon membership platform for those of you interested in joining us on the other side. For the extended to this video, it will be made available in the members section. And we also have the community board. So make sure you check that out. We're going to go ahead and get started with the introduction. I do see the Two of Cups, and I see romance. I see 3 wands here, okay? I got 2 wands and the 3rd wand. So look forward to the future, all right? If someone's wearing a mask, okay, could be, I don't think so. My overall, like, intuitively, because, you know, I got to start with what I feel. With friendship and wild card, it's kind of like, is this a new person or an old friend? Okay, we got the Father of Swords. All right. And then on the other hand, we have codependency and mirroring. So wild card with, you know, the sense of freedom, friendship, respect, bonding, whatever. And then we have bondage, booed up. Now, it doesn't even have to be bad, but we have like some type of attachment with this handcuff. Okay, maybe somebody want to cuff you. And then here's, you know, on the other end, there's this sense of friendship. Friendship or cuffing, wild card, or what is it? Are we on the same page? For some of you, that could be a yes, as we have mirroring. Now, in the daily vibe, I just kept this card because it came out, money versus love. Intentionally, I shuffled the cards out for love and money, but then on the card, I see they were broken up this way, so it could be different for all of us. As we get started with the reading, a card came out for the friendship and the wild card. And let's get, okay, we'll get this one. Right. Came out twice, so it's like, okay, stop shuffling. I got the Lovers. Okay, holding your focus. All right. Now, as we get started with the reading, we have friendship, wild card with the King of Swords. We have mirroring, codependency with the Knight of Swords. So, okay, the Knight and the King. I also saw the Empress and the Emperor. So I will dig deeper in the extended to see what that is about, but I don't want to keep throwing too much into the mix. I am going to read from the guidebook when it comes to wild card and friendship. And then we'll also talk about how the King of Swords fits in a love situation. All right. And of course, we do the pick a card and details and clarifiers in the extended. So maturity and growth, possibly in the way you think or in the way you communicate. Truth, something could happen rather swiftly. It talks about justice for some of us, or distance, even divorce, okay? So here we have friendship. A foundation of friendship remains strong when times get tough. Focus on the friendship first. Friend zoned. Balance your relationship and friendships. Accept friends. Support. Enjoy platonic aspects of a relationship. Love through friendship and agreeing to be friends. An iconic fist bump between 2 individuals is picked as an informal way of greeting, signifying companionship, approval, and respect. This is a common greeting by friends and displays the platonic energy of the card. The yellow in this instance represents happiness, optimism, positivity, and joy. And then we have the number 5, which came up, you know, a lot in the daily vibe. So we have 5, and then we have 35. There's that 8. Remember, we saw the strength card, the duality there. Dropping the ego. Maybe that's what the Emperor has to do with this, but we'll see. The wild card talks about the unknown and anything being possible, Pisces. So that's why I said, is this an old friend or a new boo? Okay. Unpredictable, uncertainty, many possibilities, unexpected outcomes, mystery, accepting the cards that are dealt, opportunity to shift things as we have this shift coming up on the 21st. The deck represents the cards or hands we've been dealt in life. Much of it is unknown. Most cards are shown face down in this particular deck. So it's like the cover that we see back here. The cards are face down. The wild card is face up. And like I said, it means that it could go any way. The wild card at the top is the only card that is face up, just as in the card game Uno. It represents the many options and ways the game could go. Okay, cool. The Father of Swords, as we talked about maturity, we talked about logic. We have air, fire, okay? We have... what is that? Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, maybe where it falls in your chart. But the King of Swords as a person, for some of you guys, rules the logic, okay? Doesn't appear superior or arrogant. So that's where, when I saw the Emperor and when I saw dropping the ego, that could be a thing. Full of mental clarity and ideas, and rules over the air, which air talks about communication and intelligence, right? Your frequency and energy. So I think that, well, not energy, but I think that's kind of cool. It also talks about a judge, okay? Maybe having good discernment. This is the general, being victorious. You know what I mean? Fairness, ability to see sides of a situation, the go-to guy. Okay, for some of you guys, so it could be like a friend that you go to for advice, or you go to, because that's your buddy. And there's a wild card there for some of you guys. Now, the King of Swords is assigned to the major arcana, the Emperor. All right? And the Emperor rules over the physical land, even if his astrological correlation is Aries or not. This Father of Swords represents air and fire, like I just said, and I did see the Emperor, okay? Using the logic of the Emperor, it talks about patience, it talks about strategy, okay? And I think where the Emperor and, like I said, the King of Swords would meet, where it definitely talks about I feel like the thinking, the strategy, the patience. So some of you, it's like patience is required, okay? For others of you, the King of Swords could also indicate that there isn't any love in the air. So it's like, do you want to date someone who's constantly holding up their sword? It's also a signifier that can indicate that this person needs to be intellectually aroused, or may be intellectually aroused by you. All right, so just be mindful, if you were hurt or your partner was hurt in their younger years, they could be cautious about love, or who to love, or who to share life with, and could have some blocks. Okay, so just be mindful of why it's a wild card. Somebody's playing the friend role, and it's only because they're trying to, look at him. He's focused, he's looking. The sword is, it's pretty, right? Some of you, because I'm getting the rainbow and this look like two dudes, it could be same-sex situation. Others of you not. It could be two dominant energies, which is why the Emperor, the Father of Swords, is coming up. Somebody who want to run stuff. And then, someone who intellectually, like I said, is the governor or the general. So two very strong energies. Is this friendship going to move beyond that? Because you guys are so strong. Now, here we have mirroring and codependency. So look at that. Mirroring, where we got the two friends, the wild card, the strong energies, and then here we have mirroring, codependency, and the Son of Swords, or Son of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay, so I think thinking is involved. Mirroring tells me that you could be thinking the same things, which is kind of cute, even if you don't see it that way, and hopefully those thoughts are positive. But we have Who Am I? Your Reflection. Oh, by Janae Aiko. Look at that. And she's a lovey, love bug. Who am I? Your reflection. Ow. Behavior reflected back to you. Seeing yourself in someone else. Someone truly seeing you. I like that. Learning from a partner. Self-awareness through a partnership. Reacting similarly. Saying and thinking the same things. I do love that. A couple is facing each other and seeing themselves from a different perspective. Their eyes are closed as they process it all. This is so... Okay, that's definitely for somebody with them sirens. This card is stripped. You know, I wonder if people would listen to these videos with all these sirens and be like, where does she stay at? It's a very decent place. And I'm, you know, just blown away as you guys are. Because it's not like sometimes it's an ambulance, a fire truck. It could be police. It's just anything and it's weird. But anyway... the couple, notice there's a couple, so there's friends here, and you know, technically, like I said, a couple. In this particular card, the couple is flipped but displaying similar expressions, displaying their different viewpoints but similar feelings. So just be mindful, because the Father of Swords is like, you know, kind of stubborn. When I see it my way, that's how I see it. Okay, so just, I don't know, be mindful of that. Maybe even be flexible. And then we have codependency. So we go from 35 to 31. And let's see what we have here. That's kind of cool. You know, I'm nosy, so I'm going to dig into this. Codependency drains the energy out of a partnership. Excessive reliance on a partner, emotionally destructive, neediness, attachment, addictions, obsessions, dysfunction, belief that the other should be sacrificed, one-sided relationship. I was like, whoa, what is that? One-sided relationships, fear of abandonment, denial, mood swings based on relationship. A couple is shackled together by choice. They cannot move as individuals without the other following along. In contrast of the couple in the soulmate recognition card, they are not holding hands. Their hands are being held together. So this is like not willingly holding hands, but somehow being tied up together. This plays on the term being cuffed. So not a negative, y'all, before y'all flip the switch. The symbol of the handcuffs play off of the term being cuffed, but to the point of stagnancy and necessity. One cannot move without the other, and neither can the other go their own way. A choice or agreement, verbal or nonverbal, has been made by both parties to remain dependent on each other in this way. Long term, this can cause resentment, a feeling of imprisonment, or unhappiness. Okay? So just take the key words, because some of y'all could be booed up with somebody who is imprisoned. Others of you could have resentments that need to be released. You know, things that make you unhappy. And I feel like with this mirroring effect, it's kind of like if you're not happy within your love life, it's showing you something. But I do like it. So now with the Knight of Swords, and it's like, well, what do you like about that? Because we have friendships that may turn into more. We have some people that are so in tune with each other, they complete each other's sentences. You know, we have this intellectual connection, stimulate my mind. We have these two dominant energies over here that are not codependent. And then we have the Knight of Swords over here, where it talks about moving a little fast, being quick, adventurous, okay? Intellectually sound and brave, a little bit daring, you know what I'm saying? So maybe this is going to move along pretty fast, where this is air and fire, this is air and air. So Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini is here, depending on what zodiac astrology you follow, okay? But the Knight of Swords, you know, as a person, since we kind of talked about the King of Swords as a person, is young, who's quick to move very fast, and is impatient, okay? Could also be someone who's immature, or maybe you know this person from when you guys were younger, because I said some of you this could be an old friend, others of you this could be a new boo. Someone who also may be quick to assume, all right, and also results in insult and name calling. I know some of my Pisces, when you get them, you know, rub them the wrong way, they could be like that. So if this person is kind of like dependent on your energy, not in a negative way, but feeds off of you, be mindful what you're feeding into the friendship or the relationship, okay? So if you're romanced by the Knight of Swords kind of energy, it'll move pretty quickly. It can definitely indicate quick whirlwind type of romances. And if you look closely, you will see that there's a little heart, you know, on the traditional card has a little heart on the Knight of Swords. So he has a little bit of the Knight of Cups there. It kind of like, you know, saves you, the damsel in distress. So like I said, I like it because I like romance. Nothing's wrong with the damsel in distress. Somebody could be in distress over here, And then this mirroring, it could be that twin energy, that soulmate energy, and it's like, here I come. But there's something about this wild card and this friendship. So as we get into the extended, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Join us on the other side. Until next time, namaste.